Hi, welcome you to Easy Breezy Math, where the math makes sense. It's not just a bunch of numbers. Okay. In this video, what I wanted to do is have a conversation about interest again. Now, interest again is different as it is for someone who's wealthy and well off, as it is for someone like me who has to go to work every day. Okay. So now let's talk about that. If you're a rich person, you love debt. I don't know if you have any rich friends or anybody that's talked to you about this, but you may have talked to someone who's wealthy, well to do off, millions and millions of dollars, and they'll tell you right away, I love debt. They love debt. It's one of the best tools they could use to actually grow their wealth and make more money. So you might think that this is counterproductive. You might think, how does this work? Let me show you right now. Okay. So I have this all drawn out, why the rich love debt. And let's talk about this from the standpoint of someone who's worth about $50 million. Now, let's just say, let's put you in this position. You did your startup company or something like that. You worked hard, everything into your new tech company, and boom, you got your investors together. You get all set up, and you have $50 million in the bank. Okay, so you've got your money. Next is to figure out, what are you going to do with that money. You know you don't want to just leave it as money. You want to use it to grow and make more money. So what do? You might take that $10 million and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy a house. You see a house you want, you love that house, and you say, okay, that's it. It's going to be much bigger than this little thing I'm drawing here, right? But you want to take that $10 million and you're just going to go ahead and buy a house. Now, if you're rich and you have a lot of money, you're not going to buy that house outright cash. No, 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 no. That's not what you want to do. That's what you might think you want to do, but there's a better way. And here's where you can use the debt to your advantage. Now, you've got $50 million in the bank. So you go to the bank and you say, hey, you know what? I see this house I really like. It's $10 million. I'm going to put $1 million down and I'm going to pay $9 million for that house. So you do that. You say, okay, I'm going to put $1 million down and I'm going to actually get a loan for that $9 million. Because you have $50 million in the bank, they see you as a prime person to lend to. And they say, okay, great. We'll give you the lowest interest rate we can possibly get. Right now, we'll give you your house for 3% on the dollar. So you're going to borrow $9 million. That's right. This is money that you would borrow. You already have 50 million in the bank, but you're still going to borrow $9 million. You borrow that $9 million at 3% loan interest. So that means every year you would have to pay back this loan at 3% interest, and that's just going to all be included in your mortgage as you do your 30-year mortgage payment. That's right. You're going to extend it out to 30 years. Okay. So now that you have this, you saved yourself this $9 million. You didn't put it in the house, you borrowing it. So you still have $9 million. What you do with that is you take that and you're going to invest that 9 million. That's right. So this 9 million here is going to go right here and you're going to invest it into an interest bearing account where you can get 10%. Remember from my last video, the S&P 500 has averaged 11% in the last 30 years. So 10%, you throw it in there. You don't have to worry too much about it. It's not too much for you to gain. You can get that much return on your money. That leaves you with the profit of 7%. So you're profiting 7% on your money. Now, 7% of $9 million, that gives you $630,000 a year in profits from that 9% invested, from that 9 million invested. I hope that's clear. And what you want to do now is say, okay, if that's the interest, you can actually use that interest to pay off your mortgage payments. If you look at your mortgage rate with a 3% loan, you're looking at monthly payments of around $44,000, which equals to about $534,000 a year in mortgage payments. You're going to use your interest to pay the mortgage and to pay the loan back that you borrowed for that $9 million. You can do that and still have a profit of almost $100,000 a year. This is not money that you're working for. This is just you playing with the money, right? So you're still getting $100,000 a year. If you're rich, hey, that's a nice new car every year. Or it's your nice vacation money. It's your pocket buddy. You still got $50 million. You're not worried about it, but you can always use more. So you got $96 million, $96,000 coming every single year. This is why The rich love money. Everyone loves money. This is why the rich love debt. So now you've got $96,000 coming every year. What's going to happen after 30 years of this investment right here? Well, after 30 years, the house will be paid for. You will now own that house that you had, that house that's worth 10 million. And after 30 years, it's going to go up some, right? So we'll just we'll keep it low for this. We know it could even double up to 20 million at that. But let's say you have that house. That house is worth $11 million. So you could sell that house for $11 million if you chose. Now you also have that 9 million that you stuck in your account and you never touched it. So you also have another 9 million. And what you've done is you have just created yourself an extra $9 million on the side from actually using the debt, using the interest rates, and buying a house. This is why the rich love debt. I hope you learned this quick lesson. This is why learning math is so important and really understanding how interest rates work. This has been another video from Easy Breezy Math. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. More videos to come, more great math lessons for you to share with whoever you'd like. Bye.